Okay, so you saw my first tutorial where I made a pregnant woman topper, and she has this body, but her head was painted, and she had painted features for her eyes and painted features for her mouth. And so somebody asked me if I could do one where I did not painted features. So I'm in the process of doing that now, and I think it's going pretty well. So I'm going to show you how I've accomplished this so far, and then I'll show you how to finish it with this one. So I start off with the same process, really. I got my ivory fondant, roll it into a ball, and then shape that ball into a oval. And I'm going to sort of define where the back of the skull is going to be. And that kind of helps me hold on to it too. I'm going to hold on to it like that. And I need a little bit of powdered sugar so that it doesn't get sticky. And like I've said in previous videos, I use my own homemade fondant. It's Marshmallow fondant with Tylose added to it, and that's just what I prefer to use. But you can use whatever you want. If you want to do gum paste, or if you want to do store-bought fondant, you know, that's your preference. So to define the face, I'm going to sort of make two marks where the eyes are going to be, and pinch out to kind of bring out the chin. Just like so. Make sure she's got plenty of forehead, and then use my ball tool here to further define. And I am pushing up towards the nose area. Pinch. Pointing out the chin. Make sure you leave enough space for her mouth. And then to add the eyes, I'm going to use a very small ball tool to push in the eye socket into sort of a, I don't know, like a long oval. I'm going to put that down for a sec. Got a little bit of white fondant here. Knead that up a little bit. I'm going to use just a teeny tiny bit of gum glue, which is Tylose and water mixed together. So that's a lot of white. I actually want this to just fit in there flush. See that? Press that down. Try and get the same amount in the other one. Do a little bit more shaping around the eye. Define the cheeks a little bit. And the cheekbones. Try not to mess up my eye there too much. And then to do the mouth, I'm going to use this tool here. Make sure that I don't got any fondant on it. And the way that I do this is to actually start in the corners and work my way into the middle. So I'm going to start about where I want the edge of the mouth to be, and push up, and then go to the other side, push up. And I actually want the the middle of the mouth to be not as deep as the cheeks, because that's how your teeth are. They're kind of rounded. I'll finish the nose real quick. I'm going to use this flat edge tool to push up. And then give her a couple nostrils. Okay, so let's finish the mouth here now. I'm going to use this flat side to kind of open this mouth up a little bit. And it's pretty wide right now, but we're going to put some teeth in there. See, that's a lot of teeth. Let's cut that down a little bit. One of the mistakes a lot of people make is using too much fondant. So don't be afraid to take fondant away and not use so much so that things look small. So that's about what I want. I'm going to use this tool to push into the corners a little bit. And we're going to put lips on her, so we want this to be nice and flush. Okay. And I didn't use any Tylose water for that because I don't actually use a lot of water. My fondant's kind of sticky, kind of sticks to itself naturally, but you might need to use that. Okay, so we've got some pink here, and I'm going to take a very, very small amount, very small, and do her top lip by rolling that basically, oops, let's try that again, basically as thin as I can. See, that doesn't look very good, but we're going to use this tool here to flatten it out. Just spend as much time as you need to sort of defining the lip, your tool, until it looks how you want it to. That looks kind of weird with only one lip, but now we're going to put the bottom one on, same way. I'm pressing the tips down into those little holes we made. It makes her look like she's smiling. I'm going to use my ball tool here to sort of pump up her cheeks a little bit. And then I'm going to make sure her chin is even. Okay, so we have our little finished face here. She's not painted yet, but as you may or may not know, I wait until the face is dry to put on the details of the eyes and the eyebrows and the eyelashes. So we're going to let this dry overnight. But I'm just going to tell you right now that I'm going to be painting this other figure, this one, and the way that I attach it onto the neck. Watch my previous tutorial to see how I did the body, but basically, you know, there's a hole in the bottom, and while she's still dry, or while she's still soft, you put her onto the body that we had made, like that, and then you have her like so, and then we'll put the details on. Okay, so I have my little gal here. I'm going to draw on some pupils with my edible ink marker. Her eyes are brown. Do her eyebrows in brown. Looks good. And then to do her eyelashes, I'm going to get just a little bit wet, avoiding the food color that we just painted on there because it will smear that. I'm going to take some black and do basically the same action that we did with the lips, where we're going to take a very, very thin amount of black to make the eyelashes. Now remember, I've been using my fingers for years to do toppers and delicate work, so if you feel like this is like really difficult for you, don't worry about it. Just practice, because that's how you get better at something. You can't expect for it to turn out perfectly the very first time, because trust me, the very first topper I made was not pretty. She had a fat neck and sausage arms and buggy eyes, and it was not pretty. And I smeared her pupil, so I'm going to fix that. See, I told you not to smear the pupil, and that's what I went and did. I don't know if you can see, but one side is a little bit pointier than the other, this end right here, and that's the side that I want to be her outside lash. I'm going to turn her upside down because it's easier for me to get it on there. Perfect! Just kidding. Okay, so turn her upside down. Stick. Okay. God darn you, stick. It's just like applying real fake eyelashes. Real fake eyelashes. Gotta add some hair. She looks so cute. Now remember, she's dried overnight so that her head is nice and firm and easy to apply the hair to. Otherwise, her head would squish. And this gal is brunette, so I've got my brunette hair color here. And her hair is shoulder length. And the previous one that I did, the mommy was blonde. So as you can see, it's very easy to change up the skin color, the hair color, whatever you want to do. Just putting some texture lines. give the hair some depth. She has like kind of like a cute A-line. You could make her having a ponytail or long hair, short hair. The styles are endless. If you don't feel like making your own topper, or you feel like the one you made did not turn out, feel free to email me, info@artisancakeccompany.com, and I would be happy to make a topper for you. We can ship anywhere. I package the toppers up nice and padded in their little containers. And ship them all over the world. Just try and give me enough time. Some people email me and they say, can you get this to me tomorrow? And I say, no, I cannot, because I actually have to have time to make these. It's the same process. You could even put like little flowers in her hair too if you wanted. Could do a similar thing for like a wedding topper. If you want to see some of the other toppers I make, you can visit my website, artisancakeccompany.com. I have quite a few toppers on there. Remember to think about where your part is when you're applying the hair so that it looks natural. Everybody has a natural part. Try and blend in the edges as much as possible. And don't try and get too finicky, you know? Just have fun with it. If you care about what you're doing, it shows, you know? Okay, so there's that, and then she has a little bump, a real cute bump. Aside from her belly bump, she has a cute little bump on top of her hair. A lot of women do their hair like this. I actually do my hair like this quite a bit. Good way to keep the hair out of your face. Okay. Look at how cute she is. Cutest little mommy ever. And I really like the non-painted face. I think it looks a lot more expressive. The last thing to do is one of the most important is to add the white highlights. And I have to use a brush for this because I don't have a white highlight marker. But I'm just going to give her a little highlight in each one of her eyes. That gives her A little bit of sparkle. Makes her look more alive. You don't have to do that, but that's what I do, and I think that it makes a big difference. This is my finished Pregnant Girl Topper 2 with more detailed face. If you want to see how to do the body, again, I suggest you check out my How to Make a Pregnant Girl video 1, where I make the whole body and show you how to do the legs and the dress and everything. But this face is super cute. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll put out new videos as often as I can. If you have a suggestion for a tutorial that you would like to see, definitely leave it in the comments section, and I'll try and make it happen for you. We'll see you next time. Thanks.